Hey you guys, what's up? How's it going? Logical Gaming here with another. Actually, never mind. It's not a creation challenge. It kind of is. It's a half and half. I don't know what I'm gonna title it, but so I'm not gonna show you. So what this is I had a comment to make a castle, and I finally figured out how to do that. I learned how to glue objects together, because I didn't see the option before. Thanks to whoever commented that. You know who you are. I don't remember your name, but I'm pretty happy you told me. Oh, that's new. But so yeah, here's a game that I decided to make, and I just threw in the castle in it just for fun. So this is the castle around, and what it is these blocks, they'll randomly have a gap in between, and you have to go through. And so yeah, that's pretty much all it is. It's a pretty simple game, and I could make it go a lot faster, make it harder, but I made it easy just for the purpose of this video. And yeah, so now let's go look at the brains. So we'll just do the guy's brain first. Oh, well, first I'll talk about the castle first. So here's the castle, and it actually has a working trapdoor, which I'll show at the end of the video. So let's go into this guy's brain, and his is just WASD is to move at 4 times speed, and then when he bumps the castle, I selected the castle, it destroys him. So that's pretty much how you lose. But it actually doesn't work. So if we go into here and we bump the castle, it doesn't do anything. So yeah, so that doesn't work. So, but that's just that will work eventually. So I'm not really worried about finding a way to make that work. And then how I did this is, so this logic cube is over all of them, and what it does is every 4 seconds it makes this variable called launch equal itself plus 1. So it adds 1 to launch. And then it also makes the gap, a different variable, equal a random number from 1 to 7. Okay? So the variable gap is 1 to 7, and it has the camera. And so now if we go to each one of these blocks, so this logic cube, every time the launch variable is increased, it creates this specific cube behind it. And so like each time the launch variable adds 1, so every 4 seconds it'll create a cube. And then this cube says I'll move west at 2 times speed, and when the countdown timer hits 10, it'll destroy me so that I don't have so many objects in the world. And then as soon as it's created, it says, okay, my number, this variable, equals 6. And this is only in this one cube's brain because it's not global. So my number equals 6, and if my number is equal to the global gap number, it'll destroy me. And so that way the gap number gets selected, and then each cube has a different number. So this one's 6, and then this one's 5 right here. And so they'll be destroyed if the random gap number is that number. So I'm going to go into the world where I actually made the castle, because I didn't make the castle in this world. I saved it and transported it over here. So we'll go into that. Now, that's interesting. They only have 30 minutes instead of 40. There's been a new update, and I haven't really played since then. Since it came out. Okay. That's off topic. Now let's go look at this castle I made. And so how I made the trapdoor is kind of funny. I couldn't figure out how to make the trapdoor just fall like flat like it should. So instead I actually made it, well, let's see if you notice what I did. So if you hit this, it'll go down. And if you hit it back, it'll go up. So I'll go into that brain after. And then what I actually did is it's twice as big as it should be, and the other half is underground because it rotates in the middle. And so that's the only way I could make it work. So then here's this massive castle. I haven't put anything in it yet, but I will eventually. So now if we look, whoa, crazy camera. So here's the castle, and what I did, I just took these cubes and I made it exactly like I would a Minecraft castle. And I just put the cone on top because I was too lazy to make a tower out of blocks. So it's way more versatile than Minecraft in its building stuff, because you could build something exactly the same as something in Minecraft. Plus you have all the other options of circles and shapes that don't exist in Minecraft, so that's awesome. So in this brain, what the trapdoor says, oh dang it, wow, that's interesting. So I glued the trapdoor to the rest of the castle, but the trapdoor still has its own brain working individually, even though I can't see it. So, okay, let's unglue everything. So now if we go to the trapdoor, when it has power, which is something I also haven't talked about, I'll explain that a little bit more. And for 1.5 seconds, which is exactly how long it takes for it to go from straight up to sideways, if it pitches slowly. So it'll pitch slowly, but pitch is just to go forward. And then it sets a variable power equal to 1. And that's just the first time it does it. And I'll explain why I need that variable. And so, here I'll explain right now. So when the variable power is equal to 1 and it doesn't have power, then it'll pitch slowly inverted, so it'll come back up. So that way, so before and then the switch. So if I don't have the variable power and the switch isn't pressed, it will just go back 1.5 without you doing anything. And so that way, it'll know, okay, it's come down at least once. Now it has to come. Now when I hit the switch, it'll be able to come back up. And then what this does, and so what you see, this line right here is the power. And power is pretty much, I don't know, it makes sense. It's just, it powers it. Dang it, I can't explain that any better. Yeah, it's more just another condition it has to meet for it to do whatever you want it to do. I bet you guys understood that before I even had to explain. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm working on all the other creation challenges as much as I can. When I was making the avatar one, I actually got pretty sidetracked. Instead I started working a ton on like charge up attacks and like a whole bunch of different ways you can attack instead of just getting like the actual bending down. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support. I love it. Keep commenting, and I'll see you later.